Hello, and welcome back to some more Star Citizen content today. We are going to be taking a look at the new Esperia Stinger. This beautiful ship, I'm kind of breathtaking by the design they chose for this ship here. But we're going to go ahead and do a first look tour of this ship that just came into the PTU today. If this is your first time to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave me a comment below of your thoughts on this ship. But yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. So this is a new fighter that is available to us, and wow, I hope to see more Esperia ships designs like this. They talked about this in CIG that they're going to be updating ships, and I am kind of blown away of the style choice they've chosen for this in a good way. So this ship has just guns everywhere for demonstration. Yeah, it's got quite a bit. It's got tons of missiles, as you can see, next to the guns as well. They're fixed. There's not really missile racks. They're just kind of in the ship as they are. They're size 2s on here. God, the design of this ship. Let me do a rotation here. Just wow. Anyways, to my point here. So that's the whole exterior of the ship. Actually, if I open and close doors, let's see. We're going to see this animation. And this is how you enter the ship, all the way in the back. There's a back ramp that drops down. And let me close that. Just the design of this ship, like, wow. Anyways, let's go look inside the ship. So, as you can see here, they have this whole HUD update. It's, I believe, the new Esperia look that they're going to go for. It's like purple, and it's very alien-looking Vandal tech. So, for the weapons, let's take a peek at that here. Oh, and by the way, the seat, you're like seated at a weird prompt position where you just kind of lay down forward in this fighter here. So we have access to 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 weapons. Jesus. Okay. Yeah, 7 different weapons on this ship here. I got max power to weapons here, and the ammo looks like here that we have is 13 for all this. And actually, if you just highlight this, I just noticed this, is it actually highlights on the ship and the HUD the weapons on this screen here. So that is very, very, very cool. Let's go ahead and look at the weapons here. So, unfortunately, it doesn't really tell you the sizes, but I kind of know what these are. So I believe you get 2 guns that are size 2s, and these are the, let me figure that out. Doesn't really tell me actually, but it's got 2 weapons that are size 2s, and then it has 4 guns, I believe. One of these light strikes here. Wait, hold on. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So that's a 4. So that's a size 4. But yeah, there's 4 weapons on here that are size 4s. That's really, really buggy at the moment. But yeah, 4 of those. And then it's got a single size 5 weapon that is locked actually to the ship itself. I believe that one's called Wrath. That's what this one is. On here. So yeah, this one I believe is locked to the ship, and I believe you can actually just change these out, the size 4s and the size 2s on this thing. So yeah, quite a bit of firepower, I would say, for a fighter. It's got, for missile count, you have 16 missiles that are size 2. So naturally, just you can swap these out for rattlers, can do much more damage on here, or any missiles that you choose to do that you want to put on here. But yeah, let's see what this HUD gives me. So there's landing gear, engine, power, open exterior, weapons, quantum. Yeah, actually, I'm going to deploy landing gear. I want to see what that looks like here. So that is what the landing gear looks like. That is such an interesting design choice. Let me put the gears back up. Well, let's see what else we got here. So, power, no, weapons config. Wonder if this can actually tell me components on here. Don't think so. Nope. But you know what? I'm gonna open everything. And we're gonna go and check out the rest of the ship. But what I can say is, yep, there's that interesting design for the seat itself that you just kind of lay on there. I will say that it's got 2 shield generators. They are size 2, so quite a bit of shield strength. Let's see here. So I don't see any component access, actually. I'll double check outside on here. But we got a place to put some guns here. Looks like this can carry the size, so rifles and SMGs will go in here. So it looks like these are size 2 weapon racks. And up here, we can put in some pistols if we choose to. We can do that. There's 3 slots for that. If you want to put a rifle, you can definitely do that. As you can see, no issues of that whatsoever. Very small interior, like almost just enough space to walk into the seat itself here too. The fuse boxes are right here. You get 2 fuses as a default. I gotta say, like, man, this is a really cool design. I think this is... God, I'm just taking this in too at the moment, so sorry, bear with me. I am also trying to look for any switches or anything that show up here as interactions. So that's a close. And that's just for the door. Does this do anything else? What is emergency? Oh, okay. So this just totally changes the lighting on the ship itself. So now everything's like kind of hazard yellow on here. Let me do lights on, or maybe lights off. Okay, what about lights on? Lights off. So it just seems pretty consistent here in terms of lighting. Sorry, I know I'm playing the light switch. I'm just lights on. And if we go back to emergency, that does this inside the alien ship. Cool. Let's go ahead and open this back up. I don't see any component access or anything. I will check the outside of the ship because some of these fighters, most of them, component access is typically outside the ship. I'm curious if they actually have implement component access somewhere in the ship. Somewhere on the exterior, I would assume. Maybe. Not seeing it underneath. Okay. Maybe top of the ship. Open all doors, so like everything should be open. And you know, I am not seeing, yeah, any sort of component access whatsoever in this ship, so interesting. Maybe I'll do that later. I think for the weapons itself, so there is that size 5 gun, and I believe this one here is the size 5 gun that I was shooting earlier. I mean, that makes sense. This is, it looks like it's essentially just stuck on the ship, so this is kind of where I'm just pointing out right here. Looks like here for the guns that you, I don't know if it's intentional. I don't know if they're going to lock these in the live release, but currently in the PTU, you can actually swap these guns out right here. And same thing goes for the other side here. So that's 4, that's 5. So where is the other 2 guns? I think they're actually right here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yep, and this is the other gun here, and there's another one here on the other side as well. As you can see right there. And if we look at the rest of the ship here, so we got the missiles. So here's a up close look. So these are actually, there's 8 here, and there's 8 on the other side, and these are fixed. So what I meant by that, no missile rack, this is just fixed in the ship itself, so you can't really change the size of the missiles. You're stuck with size 2, so when you get the ship, keep that in mind. You got to deal with that. You're stuck to size 2s. So there's 8 there, and there is another 8 on this side as well, as you can see. Get an up close look at the window here. Okay, that's cool. I actually do like the design of that a little bit. It's, man, the design of these ships is just so interesting to see these alien ships. But yeah, I think that is the whole exterior of the ship. I just kind of wanted to check out. I'll do kind of like a one last look here. I couldn't find any component access whatsoever. So it doesn't look like they implemented that quite in yet. Maybe they'll do that as soon as we get engineering in. Let's go back up here. Got a long ramp. There, we can close that. That's really cool lighting. That's awesome. But yeah, I believe these are... Oh gosh, what are they? I believe they're laser cannons. Let me switch back on my missile mode. That's scanning. And I'll just kind of shoot the guns and I'll show you it fully depleted. Okay, and it looks like it is the size 5 gun cannon that I pointed out. That looks like it's just kind of stuck on the ship that keeps going. It's got slower fire rate. Yep. Yep, so that's with max power to weapons, cannons still going off, and the rest of the other laser cannons are depleted fairly quickly. So just keep that in mind. The weapon you're stuck with, that size 5 cannon, it's a very slow fire rate. So just keep that well in mind. I don't believe that they should be gimbal. Let's check. Okay. Well, let's see. So let's go over fuel here. So for hydrogen, we're looking at... Oh, can't really read the text. There we go. For hydrogen, we have 36M. I believe that is supposed to be an SCU, I think. So 36 SCU worth of hydrogen fuel. And for the quantanium fuel, we got 1.35M. So I believe that's 1.35 of SCU quantanium fuel. I believe if I converted that correctly. But yeah, so, fighter, expected fuel of what you're going to see in this ship here. Just notice right here too in the bottom, you actually get a window view as well too, but down below you. That is pretty cool design choice, if I have to say. Huh. Well, all right. Let's go ahead and test out speeds here. So let me actually go back. I'm going to put max power to engines. And I also believe that this has 2 power plants. I believe when I was checking out the specs earlier, I think these are 2 power plants and they're size 2s. No, actually, wait. No, this is a fighter. And if it's got 2 power plants, no, I apologize. They're size 1s. So let's go test this out. If I'm wrong, I'll correct myself in the next video. I'm pretty sure there's size 1 power plants. There because there's 2 of them. I don't think this has 2 size 2s. Based also on the power output here. Okay, so let's test out SCM mode for just normal speed. I'll try boosting, see what top speed is, and then I'll switch back to SCM. Oh, also, don't forget, decoy is 48, noise is 5, so pretty standard. We're looking at 207 normal, and then we'll try boosting. 439. Okay. And for the max speed, we have 1049. It looks like that is the max speed here. Let's go ahead and slow us down. I'm going to do open exterior. I still can't believe there's no component access. Just one final check. And I still don't see any component access. Okay. Fair. All right. I'll probably see that later. Or engineered, but yeah. That is just first look impressions of the ship itself here. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you actually picked one of these up, and let me know your thoughts on this ship. Did you pick this up to be you're chosen to go to fighter in this ship? Did you pick it up for just the design look of the ship itself? Let me know. Yeah, don't forget to leave me a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next one.